joined by Charles from White Lies. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Oxygen. It's you've already been at Tea in the Park, the sister or brother festival. I don't know how that works exactly. So from sunshine to sunshine here.
Yeah, weather's not bad at the moment, but there's some pretty black clouds in the sky. So, but we've done a lot of rainy gigs recently, and we're starting to quite enjoy them. Actually, it's quite fun, and there's a certain sadism about being on the stage under a shelter and kind of looking at everyone getting wet. So, yeah, it'll be alright.
It shows total dedication from your fans, though, doesn't it? It's pretty amazing when it's totally drowning out and everybody's still giving it loads.
Yeah, I think a lot of people seem to really like it. I mean, I wouldn't stand in front of a band in that weather, and we played a gig in Romania recently where about half an hour before we went on, there was just the worst thunderstorm I've ever seen in my life, and the whole of the middle of the roof of the main stage just suddenly caved in, and it was literally looked like a tidal wave had just come through all the rain that collected on the top and just soaked everyone underneath it. I mean, we weren't there, we were just standing a little bit away, but it was pretty intense, but still we had a good crowd. So
do you ever worry though when you're plugged in? I mean, you're there with
Yeah.
your guitar and
it's really scary. Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is, because it's effectively like throwing a radio in the bath, really.
yeah, that's the thing. I don't think anybody thinks it's ever dangerous to be a rock star, but that's the time when it is.
Definitely, yeah.
I presume, though, for your music, the sort of big, epic, dark, brooding kind of sound, that you like darkness. I don't know if sunshine in the middle of the afternoon would be as atmospheric for you.
I certainly not for when we're playing. I mean, I love the sunshine, and if I'm at a festival, it's great. When we're walking around watching bands. But yeah, I think there's a certain mood that can help amplify, our music and the sound that we're making. I remember at Latitude Festival last year, which is one of the first festivals we did. It was really sunny when we went on, and sort of about near the end of the set, I can't remember, there was a certain point in a certain song where we just saw everyone look at the sky, and suddenly this cloud had just kind of really quickly just floated over everyone, black cloud. It was really cool, it was really atmospheric.
Like, we bring in the black.
Yeah.
The darkness. I saw you guys at Eurosonic, and that was one of those, like South by Southwest for Europe. It's very much sort of the A&Rs, the bookers, everybody kind of going, what'll I book everybody for? And for you guys, 2008 was insane press and excitement surrounding White Lies, and 2009 has been just, I'd imagine, ferocious for you for the amount of sort of touring and activity you had. Was it weird having a year of build-up?
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't really feel like build-up. I mean, we've basically been touring since last June. So that's, it's over a year now, and we're going to be touring until December non-stop. So it really will be 18 months of completely solid touring, practically. I've hardly seen my house. So I haven't really felt like anything's been building up. It's almost, I don't know, we're kind of practicing as we go along, everything. The gigs are like rehearsals, and I don't know, we just...
So it wasn't tangible pressure for you, because you get that feeling within the industry. 2008, everybody's like, for 2009, White Lies are going to be the biggest band of the year. And I would have thought that's a lot of pressure to be under when you haven't released your album yet. But the excitement was really there for you guys, which is so brilliant.
Well, I think we just kind of tried to ignore that, us three in the band, got our heads down and just did what we needed to do, which was write music and then play the songs live. And I don't know, you employ people to worry about things, for you, so there's no point doing it ourselves. But
so there's no sense of careful what you wish for. You're happy enough.
well, we're just very ambitious, and we're all perfectionists, and I think it's really the kind of pain of anyone in a creative field, whether it's music or art or anything, that you're never happy, you're never satisfied. You just you do it because it's like some kind of drug and addiction, and you can't live without it, and you have to just, I don't know, keep going as if there was a finish line, but there really isn't. And yeah, that's what we'll do, I hope.
You have a short-term finish line as in December. I presume you'll take time to actually see people, like friends and families that are sort of have photographs of you to remember you at this stage. And then are you itching to get back into studio? Presume it's very hard to write when you're on tour the way you have been.
Yeah, we don't really even try, because even if we could, you know, even if we did write a couple of songs, we'd only end up with a couple of songs that would be very sporadic and very disjointed from anything else that we really started, you know, trying to make a full body of work for the second album. So, yeah, I think over Christmas we'll get to chill out a bit. It's weird though, whenever I get home I just want to go somewhere else again. There's another thing about being a musician is you actually, you can complain about being away when you are, but then you get home and you just want to go away again. And I've always loved to travel, so I think I'll probably go on holiday over Christmas anyway. And then we're certainly itching to get back in the studio. It's not necessarily, you know, we're not particularly confident. I think, you know, any band in our position that would say in an interview that they're very confident about their second record is really setting themselves up for disaster. I'm personally really, really quite terrified of doing it. I think not so much because of because of the success or whatever we've had as a band this year, but just because, you know, I'm still completely in love with the album that we made and immensely proud of it, and I just want to top it. And, you know,
that's an amazing thing to be able to say. That's lovely to hear.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's tricky, you know, and it's I put so much of the creation of music and art down to complete chance and you know, right place, right time and all that you know, I never for a moment kind of feel like any of us are talented enough to just do it again, just to whip another album out. It's going to have to involve a bit more luck, and hopefully we haven't had all of ours already. But you know, there's been a lot of bands that we've played with in the last year that have been really kind of inspiring. We've the other day we played I think it was our third show that we've done with Kings of Leon, and who obviously played here last night.
Yeah. Last night. Brilliant.
And you know, I think they're not everyone's cup of tea, but and there's, you know, people do kind of slag them off, you know, occasionally, but we're all huge fans of theirs, and we're going to go on tour with them in kind of middle America, which is going to be really, really great. And I just think, you know, for them, looking at them who have just literally gone kind of from strength to strength and just up every single album and everything, you know, it's a real rarity these days, you know, with a career like that. They're almost doing a kind of U2, and that's the dream really, is to just keep, you know, not reinventing yourselves, but just improving and
steadily incremental, exponential growth.
Exactly, yeah. So that's really inspiring for us to see, and we hope we'll get some sort of wise advice out of them maybe on tour later on in the year.
Oh, you're going to have so much fun. You'll be listening to all the accents, and they'll be wanting you to talk nonstop. They'll love your accents. You'll have them all. Well, listen, Charles, we're really looking forward to tonight and to the White Lies set, so thank you so much for coming in.
Cool, thank you.